How you guys doing today? Sparky here, sparkyonline.com, and just another edition of It's Beyond Me. I don't get this sometimes, but anyway, got a phone call from a customer, and he's telling me that they're having some problems with their reverse polarity and a few other items in the house, but mainly it was the reverse polarity and no grounds. So I go out there, and first thing I see when I walk in the door is this wonderful little device here with the white and the black on there. And I asked him, I says, well, you've got them reversed. And he's like, well, that's the way it was when I pulled them out of the wall, so I just put them back the way they were. And this is a sorry guys, sorry you handyman that know what you're doing out there, but it was a handyman. And he says that's the way they were, so I just put them back that way. And I don't know, that shit cracks me up. So anyway, go on and walk around a little bit further, and then this cracks me up too. This is an older home, and it's just got the old Romex in it with no ground, just the hot and the neutral in it. But what he decided to do is go ahead and ground this to the box, and this box is just nailed onto a wood stud. So I don't know, you tell me, what the hell is it grounded to? Nothing. The outcome of this is we ended up putting in 2-prong outlets back into it. That's basically what the inspector told me to do. He's like, unless you guys are going to rewire this house, put the 2-prong outlets back in. So that's what we ended up doing, because the owners didn't want to spend the money to rewire the house and do it the right way. They had half-hot outlets in this particular room, and this was they replaced the switch, and when they replaced the switch and replaced the outlets in there, they took this as the switch leg. This should have been marked black, but they took this as a switch leg, and when they put in the outlet, of course the white went to white and black went to black. So whenever they turned this switch on, they got a dead short, and I had to trace that down and find out which one they actually used as a switch leg for the half hot. Okay, then they were having a problem with one of the GFIs, so I went in the bathroom there, and this is the only place I could figure it was coming from. Actually, I think I found a wire back in here. There's an opening, and I just kind of reached up in there, and I found that wire. But it's just crazy stuff. What we did here, what I found here was they kind of did a little bit of remodeling on the half-hot switch for the garbage disposal and the dishwasher. So the top half of the outlet is supposed to be a constant hot for the dishwasher, and the bottom is switched for the garbage disposal. Well, you can see this little Romex going right through there. That's just a 14-2. Well, in order to switch it, what he did was he just ran a piece of number 14 that he had pulled out of the Romex and tied that down to the bottom half of the outlet so that he could use it as a switch, so that the garbage disposal slash dishwasher outlet would be switched. So here's a little bit different picture of it. But yeah, he just yanked a white wire out of a piece of Romex and used that as the switch leg for down through there. I don't know where people come up with this crap. This is a homeowner. Previous homeowner had done this, and this is their dryer outlet. I don't know, I think they taped this off up here for safety, but that's just a piece of PVC stubbed through the wall. Looks like they had a box there at one time, but when I walked in, this is what was hanging loose. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? How do you like that ground? And maybe if they would have just run a Tech screw through there or something, at least the frame of that outlet would have been grounded. Just kidding. So this is where you comes out the back side and goes into the bottom of the panel and feeds that dryer outlet. At least they're using a little bit of sleeving in there. Oh yeah. So what they had done was, that last picture I showed you, they added an exterior panel because they added on a room. So they pulled out the old meter, just used this as their sub panel, and this is fed off of the new panel outside that was just shown on that dryer outlet. But the only thing I can say for this one here is they did separate the neutral and the ground bars on this. The neutrals are actually, it looks like they're separated all through there, but anyway, this little cabinet door closed up and covered up half the panel. You had to take all this stuff out sideways, but this is some crazy crap, isn't it? I mean, I see this shit every day. Okay, this one here I found, he said that the switch wasn't working, and once I took the cover plate off, I ended up cutting this out here, find out what was going on. But there was a splice back there, and they didn't make a good connection on it. When I say they, I really don't know who did it, but nonetheless, the splicing was actually behind that cut-in box. So we took that all apart and replaced it. And let's see, this is feeding the swamp cooler, I believe. So you got an SO cord coming up with the power in, and then I think this SO cord went out and fed the cooler pump. But they didn't use any connectors or anything on this. And I just, you know, it ended up getting torn out. They removed all the swamp cooler. It's all AC'd now, but just to be able to see that and notice that somebody did that kind of work is just, it's beyond me. This view here, I think they ran out of cover plates, so they just decided to put the box on backwards. There, I got that one's with a flash on it, but looks like where the roof was leaking, and I guess their waterproof cover wasn't going to work too well anyway. Just another one of the many boxes. I think they had 3 or 4 of these floods set up. And there was a problem in the kitchen, so I got up in the attic, and this is all new wiring that somebody else had ran. This is an older setup, so I ended up taking this apart and putting it in a J-box. And then there's a J-box there that they had all the wires twisted together, all the grounds twisted together in there, but you know, the box itself wasn't grounded. And I think they're thinking with this tape that that's going to make a better connection. I'm not sure, but anyway, I had to redo that box. There's another close-up of that one. Okay, now this is one of that bathroom picture I showed you earlier. They actually came and fed through the side down here and through this little void, and then jumped this wire in there and found a constant hot to install a GFI. Actually, it's only an outlet. We ended up just installing a GFI in it. But you know, looks like they've got a ground clip up there at one point in time. Somebody was trying to do something right. And then this one here is a light fixture that it was feeding a GFI, and the GFI didn't have a ground wire to it, and it just, you know, it wasn't grounded to anything. This is actually the wire going down to the GFI and the power coming in, and then this other ground wire was just screwed to the box, or to the light fixture, so there was really no ground to this at all. And then that's the GFI there. Just trying to figure out, look how short they cut that crap, and tried to fit that all in there. You know, that should have been skinned all the way back through. And you know, home inspector went through and caught that no ground wire, but did he catch this non-weatherproof J-box with a KO missing out of it? No, it wasn't even on the list. Did he catch the fact that these are indoor floods? No. Crazy, huh? So I'm going to go ahead and just skim on through these because I'm out of time on this video. So Anyway, there you go. Outside, no GFI. Home inspection, not even on the list.